Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic and we are playing Sealed Guilds of Ravnica because it came up on Friday, which always there's a fun event that happens throughout the weekend, Friday through Sunday, whatever. And I'm really excited about Sealed. Sealed is one of my favorite formats and so I am so excited. This is going to be a blast. Yes, let's do this madness. I am hoping to get my gems back because I do want to get up to the 9,000 so that I can have enough for everything that's happening here for what's it called? I don't know. Anyway, chromatic. We have a chromatic black type of thing we could do here maybe. Actually, chromatic lantern is amazing for multicolored stuff. So we're gonna keep. Yeah, we're of course keeping this. That's all we can do. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, Beast Whisperer is awesome in limited. Ritual is fantastic. Yeah, there's some good stuff. Ritual, I think, it does get a little bit worse at times in limited because I am going to end up having lots of those creatures as well. And once you get to late game, it's not as good. So, I mean, it's fantastic if I get it early on. Let's see here. I'm just looking at numbers, how many of each color I have. Gruesome Menagerie also, I think, is pretty fantastic in limited. Because it gets two creatures. I probably don't think we'll get three creatures, but most likely two creatures for really cheap. Mnemonic Betrayal, Notion Rain is fantastic. Hypothesizzle. We have 4 Hypothesizzles, guys. Price of Fame. Missed it. I don't even remember what that one is right now. We have the Dimir Spybug as well, which is just fun. Our Selesnya is actually pretty strong. I mean, these are just all really good creatures overall. Chromatic Lantern means that we can get into a lot of stuff. So I'm just going to bring that in right away because that just adds so much value, I think, overall. I mean, that could mean that we could play a lot of colors with kind of what we have here. I don't want to go too crazy with this. We have really good lands in Selesnya. White and green were both looking really strong as well. Maybe we can splash something else. That's actually pretty good. Can't block. Let's see here. I'm really liking how everything. Destroy all creatures with power toughness 4 or greater. That's basically like a Ritual of Set, but on the other end. I do like Demotion. This is good. This is fantastic. These are good. I'm just bringing in what my green-white deck would look like. I'd bring him in, but I'm not sure. Okay, Candlelight Vigil for sure. That's fantastic. I'm not a huge fan of that. All right, yeah. The fact that we draw a card here is pretty good. It's more mana fixing, but we have a lot of mana fixing if we're just in green-white, so I don't think I need that just yet. Gains indestructible turn, not fantastic. I'm not a huge fan of those kinds of cards, like defenders necessarily. Prey Upon, fantastic. We got Worm. We have Pax Favor, which I do actually like with Convoke if we have things with... so it actually can be pretty good. And then we have all of these dual colored cards, which I like all of them. Gateway Plaza. I'm not sure if we need it, honestly, with how many other good things we've got here. Like, honestly, our Selesnya deck is looking solid right now. And like, honestly, just like that might just be what we do. I mean, we had a lot of other good cards. Maybe we could splash black. But I'm not sure we really want Ritual Set because we're kind of going on more of a cheap plan here. How many creatures did I pick up here? 16. This is about right. I want to go down a land or two. Maybe. We can bring in Crushing Canopy. That's actually really good. 1 mana of any color. Right, anything we would want to splash here, because I think that this is actually a pretty solid sealed deck already. I'm going to go down 1. I like that they added this. I'm not sure if they had that before, but one forest at the moment. Down one forest. I like to stay at 16 typically with my lands. Demir and Golgari. Yeah, I had some good stuff in there as well. I typically, actually, this actually is pretty good. We have Sprite. We have a lot of Surveil stuff. Burglar Rat is really good. Man, this is a great sealed package, I feel like. We have some good stuff. I mean, this Selesnya deck is solid right now, I feel like. The removal is the biggest side. The fact that we have 2 Prey Pawn, Demotion is pretty good, especially because I feel like we can be pretty aggressive here. That we can just stop anything that from being able to block. Can't activate abilities, which is nice. We do have a lot of good removal here. Do we have good finishers, I guess is the question. That's what I feel like I wasn't seeing as much in Dimir, was that we had a lot of, like, if we get to go off, like if Spybug comes down and we get to surveil a bunch of times, but if it comes in like late game, when after we've surveilled a million times, we have a lot of really good filler cards, but I feel like we don't have a finisher necessarily. Would you agree with that? Or I mean, like we have some good stuff, like Watcher of the Mist. Watcher of the Mist is a good finisher. Topbound could be pretty good. I don't know. Do we really? I don't feel like we have a good enough finisher necessarily. We have good stuff. Is it as good as the Selesnya deck, though? Because we have a solid deck right now. Now, Watcher and Dowser. But is it as good as just like our Conclave Cavalier, you know, Roseman Guardian? We have Vigor Spore Worm. We have like some just big creatures here with a lot of creatures to play early game to get to our Convoke stuff, which are early. Like typically when you're doing that, you don't always have as good of stuff on the low end. Which I mean, we could have better cheap creatures here. Yeah, I build it and compare. All right. Well, I mean, I guess I can already kind of build how it would be. It would be Dimir, it'd be Whisper Agent, Mnemonic Betrayal, Notion Reigns. I mean, it is really beautiful. Locket, I'm not as big of a fan of. Lots of removal, Burglar Rat. A lot of the removal that we have though is a lot on the top end though, so it's one of those, like, if we do come up against a more aggressive deck, we're gonna be in trouble. At the same time, then if we have a lot of our cheaper creatures, I don't know. I'm personally, I lean more towards Selesnya because that's more my type of gameplay. But if more people think that the Dimir, maybe splash for some green here would be good. I mean, we do have a lot of good green as well. I mean, we could bring in Beast Whisperer with the Chromatic Lantern and everything like that. Like, we could do a lot of stuff if we did go Gary as well, I guess. So, I mean, because a lot of the good stuff is in green here. I think I'm going to keep it as it is. I feel really solid with how this deck is feeling already. It just feels really good. Do we want to bring anything else in white? I'm debating on bringing another one of these guys. The Vigilance is nice with the Convoke and everything, but and the Mentor is nice, but it doesn't mentor that well. I'm going to keep it like this. We have some removal here. That's good for early game, especially with all the stuff that we have. We have Prey Pawns, everything like that. So we do have 4 pieces of removal in this and some good stuff. We have, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep this. All right, here we go. The cool thing, too, is that if this deck really isn't doing well, we can switch up to the other deck. That's the nice thing about how this is, that we can switch things out if ever we want to. We can splash in a different color if we feel like we need more removal. All right. Up against Nobu. Bring it on, Nobu. And great opening hand. I like it a lot. I love having a bunch of 2/2s. I feel like people undervalue the value of having just a lot of cheap creatures to get onto the battlefield. A lot of the drafts that I've ended up winning at FNMs or whatever is by having a lot of cheap creatures with some good bombs. Let's go for the scout first here. Last turn. All right, we have Pack's Favor here. Do I want it to get in damage or? So I'm gonna swing in. I think they're gonna assume that I have something here to do. If they block, honestly, we're probably just fine trading off. But I guess keep our board state. Pack's Favor. Fast turn. And now next turn we can pay to give it flying as well, which this guy's going to swing in, that's fine. Centaur Peacemaker is better to get down earlier than later. So play that, gain some life. They gain life, we swing in for 2, decline. Down to 22. And I think that I am liking how this deck is running right now. It's looking good. Haas the Marshal. We have a good blocker there. Maniacal Rage. Ooh. Alright, that's bad. Alright, let's go Forest. We're going to get down this Vigor Spore Worm. It's not really going to do anything necessarily, though. So I'm going to swing in here. I guess swing in with both. I can pay 1 and 2. Get in for 5. Play Dissident, which we can just pump on the next turn if we wanted to hold off the worm, but I think we're going to get down the worm and just try to go aggressive here. Hello everyone. More people jumping in. It's awesome. Yeah, we are doing Ravnica, or sorry, Guilds of Ravnica Sealed, which Sealed is one of my favorite formats. I absolutely love it, where you're just dealt a hand and you have to figure it out, which is so fun. Sorry, Mike. The Patrol is interesting. That's a good blocker for us. I think I'm going to go for more aggression first here. I mean, something can get X plus X, but it's not going to mean anything because we have 0 creatures in the graveyard. But it also gets Vigilance, which means I should have put it here, but that's fine. All right, swing in. If he wants to trade off with the Marshal, I'm fine with that. I definitely should have put it there. I wasn't thinking. All right, blocks here. All right, uses a Sure Strike. Yep. Down to 13 past the turn. Oh, this creature can't block. So I was thinking this is one that give him Menace. So it doesn't have Menace, so the Patrol will be able to block here. It should be pretty good. What you got, opponent? Have you guys seen a lot of the new spoilers, those that just barely jumped on? So we, a bunch of spoilers have been dropping today, which, really good. Ooh, there's another, like, 4. We'll spend some time at some point here to be looking at spoilers, but man, I am so excited for this new set. There's just so many fun decks to build, and there's a lot of good things to have answers against decks as well. Like, I feel like they are doing a good job giving answers to the good decks, and overall, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a really good set. All right, what you gonna do? I don't have a preview card for this this set. I'm not cool enough, not big enough yet for that. I guess I'm still pretty new. Like, honestly, I think that's what Wizards is kind of checking me out right now, because they've been inviting me to things. They sent me the trailer, and it's kind of cool because the only other person in the email when they sent me the trailer was what's his name, Tolarian Academy. So I mean, some pretty cool things happening. So if they have Sure Strike, I would be okay to swing in here to kill the Legionnaire because I feel like we're overall going to be better off against that. I could have swung in here, I guess. But for now, we're just going to pass the turn. Keep trying to build our board a little bit wider. Yeah. See how this goes. District Guide, yep. Anyway, so I think that Wizards is noticing me, but I'm still pretty brand new to the Magic community as far as a content creator. But I've been doing really well. About to hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTubes. On the YouTubes. And yeah, no blocks. Taking 4. This has Vigilance, so we can block. Oh, man. Don't give me land. All right, we're going to swing all in. All right, Mentor doesn't do anything. We have enough to pay for her still? Yes, we do. All right, so pay there. This is 5, right? Yeah. All right, so they block there. Block there. We will pump. Down to 9. They have 1 4/4. I mean, with a handful of stuff, I'm guessing, in here. It makes it harder to play stuff, though. All right, they have their own Dissident. Swings in. We don't have to block this time, so no blocks this time. Down to 6. Next time we do need a block, though. Hunted Witness is good. So we're actually going to play the Forest. Swing in. One, 2. Okay, blocks there. We will pump. It is holding up a white mana, right? Okay, perfect. Down to 1. Hunted Witness. We have a blocker. This will be pretty difficult for them to beat us now. It should be. Raging Monument. Rampaging Monument. Iron Shell. Alright, so gets to put a counter on the Legionnaire. Gonna swing in. Yeah, opponent scoops up. There we go. Perfect. Alright, that worked out very well. We don't have a ton of ways to protect against flying. We do have the 1 Crushing Canopy and the Patrol, so we might eventually need to bring in the second Patrol. But overall, I think that we're playing pretty well so far. So let's keep it going. All right, Cameron Sam. Bring it on, Cameron Sam. Gotta write down some notes so I know where things are at. All right. This really isn't a great hand. I think we got to mulligan this. Citywide Bus could be really good. We have a decent blocker in turn 3, so we can keep this. Yeah, unfortunately, our Citywide Bus does kill our Recluse as well here. Okay, has the Marshal. All right, play Forest, pass the turn. Hopefully they don't just have the nut draw with Marshal. I've run into people that have like 3 of these, and it's just like pretty rough. All right, Pax Favor, pass the turn. We do have a really good blocker for cheap boards, though. District Guide, yep. All right, grabs the planes. Swings in. Down to 18. We'll play the Recluse. Pretty much all we've got right now. I want to wait to get this Colossus a little bit bigger if I can. So I'm going to play Chromatic Lantern. I don't think we're in trouble at the moment. We have a decent blocker. If they have like Luminous Spawn, well, Luminous Spawns isn't in this format. There's things like that though, I believe. This does have reach, so I can block. I could hold up Pack's Favor here to kill the patrol. So I think that they're gonna swing in with everything, put a counter onto the Marshal. So let's just play that, pass the turn. We have Pack's Favor. Can't block. Well, that's bad. And Citywide Bust really isn't doing anything here for us. So should have got down the Chromatic Lantern. Yeah, gets to create another another person here as well. Cannot block. Demotion is really good. I feel like it's actually undervalued at times. And I think we might be done here already. This is where, I mean, even Ritual of Soot really wouldn't do much for us. So we can Chromatic Lantern and Centaur Peacemaker, which gives us more turns. And then we can get down a really big Colossus the next turn. So yeah, let's go ahead and play this. Gain some life, pass the turn. We have a blocker, and we're going to get down a massive Colossus for the next turns. But swinging in for 4 in the air each turn is going to be really, really hard to deal with. And being able to create a creature every time. Yeah, down to 12. There's Prey Upon. That works. All right, so 1 down. We can cast this X4. I don't want to tap down the Centaur Peacemaker. We need blockers still. So X4 is pretty good. We could wait a turn and maybe get it like X6 or something. It dies to the Citywide Bus, which I don't think is really going to matter right now. Yeah, let's just go X4. We need more blockers. Have to do all this. Yep, green, white. There we go. So X4, no attacks, pass the turn. I think this is the best way that we could have played here. Conclave Cavalier. Eesh. That swings in for 2. They have enough attackers here too that they're pretty close to just one. Like, I would almost be willing just to swing in at this point, but they can wait a couple turns to make that happen. Okay, Forest, pass the turn. We have Citywide Bus or Pack's Favor to at least kill the Cavalier here. We're looking for a way to kill the patrol to make them make some bad plays here. They can just start creating 2/2s. Ugh. Yes, resolve. All right, swings in here. All right, block, Pack's Favor. This is annoying that I have to tap for everything now. Or at least with Convoke, but yeah. Alright, kill the Cavalier, gives him more attackers. And we're in a lot of trouble. In fact, we are dead. I mean, I can wait for one more turn to make sure, like, he just needs to swing in with everything and we're dead. Especially creating a marshal. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. We'll just say no blocks here. Yeah. All sorts of dead. All right, well, that one is pretty rough. So the question is if we did go to the Demir or the Sultai deck, if it was going to actually be better there. I think there is a possibility. I feel like we would have been in a similar situation where we would have run into our removal too late because we had a lot of really expensive removal. Ritual of Set would be amazing, of course, but that would be if we drew it. So this is pretty good. I mean, if we get to Blade Instructor with Vigil, I'm not sure. This is keepable. Blade Instructor probably more as a blocker here. I really don't like mulliganing in limited if I can avoid it. It tends to be a little bit slower of a format for the most part, and so you can hold on to turn 3 plays and still be in pretty good shape. And you have turns to draw into good stuff. You have a lot fewer cards, so better chance of hitting good things. All right, Selesnya Guildgate. Citywide Bus might be pretty good here. We'll see. Forest past the turn. All right, District Guide. The nice thing about Citywide Bus is that it doesn't kill the Blade Instructor with the Vigil because it only has 3 toughness, which I'm not sure is better. So we'll see how this goes. This is a lot of colors in this deck we're up against. Let's just get down Blade Instructor past the turn. So we have a pretty good play of getting down the patrol, getting Candlelight Vigil onto this, and swinging in and just start mentoring up the patrol, which then that'll be very difficult for them to deal with. So I mean, we can hope for that to happen. All right, yeah, that's. I figured we'd end up losing it here, though. I would have swung in first before they did that. Surveil 2. Well, opponent's playing their Sultai deck, so let's see how this goes. Down to 19. Bring out the patrol. I think Candlelight Vigil onto the patrol is just going to be so good. We then have a 5/5 in the air. We can get rid of Demotion here. It's good, but it's not good enough to hold on to. Citywide Bus is... It's interesting here. It's one of our outs if things go really bad for us. So I want to have it, but... Alright, so let's... Candlelight Vigil here. I don't think we need to Prey Upon on the District Guide. We have a 5/5 in the air. We can block pretty much anything. Yeah, I don't think we need to Prey Upon yet, so pass the turn. I'd rather hit a Flyer or something like that. Capture Sphere. We have Crushing Canopy, which can help. Alright, Beast Whisperer. Yeah, let's pass the turn. We still have a 5/5 we can always Prey Upon with stuff. We're fine with this dying. We do have Crushing Canopy that we can hopefully draw into to destroy... does it just artifacts, or is it artifacts and enchantments? And then... yeah, remind me, I need to look up Crushing Canopy here. I forgot what it does. It's just a destroy target enchantment, so perfect. Yeah, so it's destroy target creature with flying or destroy target enchantment. Okay, discovery. Brings back the disinformation campaign. Yep. That is going to be annoying. We will be able to get lots of card draw. We can play it again. This time we'll get rid of the citywide bust. Oh no, they don't play it. Okay. Well, there's Crushing Canopy. So that's good. This is instant speed, actually. So let's Prey Upon first. We'll have this guy fight here. Swing in for 2. We're going to wait till their end step for the Crushing Canopy. At the same time, they are in blue. They could have a counter here. I feel like they're going to be playing the disinformation campaign, though, for sure. So I don't want them to think they need to remove it again. So pass the turn. We'll get rid of the citywide bust and then Crushing Canopy here. Yes, resolve. Citywide bust, discard. Glow Spore, that's fine. Know some creatures, which is nice. This actually is fairly good. It's kind of an interesting play. Or interesting creature. Yeah, take the damage. End step, destroy target enchantment. Capture Sphere. I can put a counter here. So go to combat, swing in. Mentor. I guess I should have played a creature beforehand just to make sure I drew a card there. And then Rosemane. Not tapping down anything. Just drawing a card here. I'm expecting them to be able to get back this disinformation campaign again. Rock Charger is amazing, actually. We should be able to just have lethal, but that's another way that we can find it for the next turns. So I'm not sure if we want to take that over the Vigorous Worm if we have to discard again. Watcher in the Mist, all right. Has a blocker. Gets a Surveil. We don't. They don't have enough mana for Disinformation Campaign this time. All right, Dead Weight. So now it's a 3/3. Good play. All right, let's just draw some cards. Hunted Witness. Ah, man, we don't have enough mana here. Let's see. Rock Charger is pretty awesome. Get to make a 4/4 with Vigilance in the air. And we're not going to attack this time, right? So this actually might be worth playing. Or do we want to attack still with these two? Let's see. So we can create another 4/4. If they have Ritual of Set, we're in trouble. I think anything else, though, getting down this 4/4 is going to be better than just trying to swing in, because they have blockers. This way we can get around them pretty easily. We have the Rock Charger to create some flyers as well. And we get to draw a card here. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. So X4. All right, and we get a land, which turns on Vigorous Sporeworm, which is actually really good because that means that we can... It doesn't make it too powerful. If we have anything die, then it becomes better. They make us discard this, actually it gets better too. So it turns on our patrol again. Gets it up to a 5/5 with Vigilance. Yeah, we're in pretty good shape here. Oh my goodness, he had the Ritual of Set. I mean, it doesn't save him, but that's pretty insane that he had it. All right, so Vigorous Sporeworm. We have a lot more creatures in the graveyard now. We can put it on the lifelinker or on here. So we'll just put it here. All attack. The counter there. And they shouldn't have anything that can answer this. I mean, if they have removal, yeah, hopefully opponent's not just timing us out now. All right. All right, looks like we're getting timed out. Now's a good time to go check out some spoilers, right? So, let's go here. All right, so let me refresh here because I think they've been bringing out quite a few commons right now, which have been pretty interesting so far. I feel like we don't have a ton of cheap creatures, like. Or like we don't have the typical. I mean, I guess we did have some of the normal like blades, or whatever, 3/2s, anything like that. But some new stuff coming out. Loxodon Sergeant. When enters the battlefield, other creatures you control get vigilance until end of turn. I think it'd be fun to build a Loxodon deck, but they're all just so expensive. I did a cleric deck, which a lot of the Loxodons are clerics as well, which is pretty fun. Yeah, gets +1/+0. Draw a card. Put counter onto it, then proliferate. That's actually pretty good. That actually could be pretty powerful. Band together to 2 target creatures. All right, looks like we did kill them. All right, yep, opponent timed out. I'm not a fan of that. I guess he actually maybe did let it through. I don't know. All right, so 2-1 so far. I'm liking the way the deck is feeling. And yeah, it should be pretty good. Yet Apocalypse. We keep getting this citywide bus, and I'm not sure how good it is. I don't think this is quite good enough to... I don't know. Conclave Cavalier on turn 4 is okay if they don't have a really fast start. We are on the play. We have a lot of good creatures to draw into. Citywide Bus is actually better with us playing a little bit slower. Maybe, I don't know. I'm going to keep this. Anytime I have 3 lands and stuff that I can at least play eventually, I typically keep, which I'm not sure that's the best way to play, but I think it's better than... if I mulligan down to a great hand, that's fantastic, but the chance of mulliganing down to 5 is just... It's so much worse than this hand if I mulligan down to 5. Alright, there we go. That's a good blocker. Alright, Gateway Plaza. Not going to swing in. Alright, perfect. This is looking really good now. We have Christian Canopy in case they have a flyer coming out. Swing in for 2. Down to 18 past the turn. Get down Conclave Cavalier for this next turn. We have Candlelight Vigil here as well if we wanted to. But I think I'm going to get down this guy. Alright, that's fine. Hunted Witness as well. So Conclave Cavalier. And no attacks past the turn. Getting this down on turn 4 is just so powerful. It's such a good card. Hopefully, even if it gets removed, we're in good shape. The only thing is Exile, which I'm not sure how much Exile there is in the format. Alright, grows the Pelt Collector. They have 2 2/2s now. You could block here. Prey Upon is good. Prey Upon is very good. I think I want to get Candlelight Vigil down here though first. So Candlelight Vigil, swing in for a lot. So they have a chance to kill a 5/4 here with these guys, but then they have to leave back the Cavalier. Okay, down to 9, past the turn. Okay, plays Forest. Next turn they have to block, so we need to make sure that we do it, we swing in the right way. We'll probably Prey Upon with Cavalier on something. Alright, Deadly Visit. That's fine. Alright, Selesnya Guildgate. Let's see here. So I'm pretty sure that they're going to be blocking. So swing in for 4. They block here, alright. That's fine. We get to kill one of them, we get to Prey Upon now. Let's make some gain life. I guess it's the Pelt Collector just in case it gets bigger. And then Hunted Witness. And pass the turn. And this is feeling really good right now. I think that this is gonna be good. Izoni, ooh, that's bad. Sacrifice a creature to gain life and draw a card. Okay. Alright, well, we will swing in with the Cavalier. They can block with all these guys, but then Izoni itself, it really isn't all that fantastic here. It does get to sack creatures gain life, but it's pretty much just a 2/3 besides that. Like, if they do block here, then they lose all their creatures. Alright, blocked with the Zoni. I mean, it is better than this guy, so we will kill it. Alright, create a board still. Pass the turn. And we still have a lot of bombs in our deck. So like we're actually in pretty good shape. I'm not terribly worried. Like opponent, of course, can have really good things that could swing this still. We're not it's not a done game, but we're doing all right. So we're gonna swing in with the L's for sure. Looks like they do have some sort of response here, which is hopefully isn't too bad. I'd rather they get it out here on these creatures than other ones, though. Hunted Witness. I don't think they're gonna kill Hunted Witness here. At the same time, they get to gain life a couple more turns. What I'm thinking is if we can get the Vigor Spore Worm with our Lifelinker, I think it's actually going to be better for us to have a Lifelink creature available to us. And any points of damage that we get on them at this point is going to be valuable. All right, gives them all menace, gets blocked twice. Okay, that's actually pretty smart. That's good. I didn't think about that on the other side. All right, that's good. Pass the turn. There's a Vigor Spore Worm. Okay. We will cast the Citywide Bus now for the next turn. Gives a swing in for 5. Vicious Rumors, destroy Crushing Canopy. Or discard. Yep, down to 14. Citywide Bus, we lose our creature. Skyline Scout. And no attacks past the turn. The issue is that he can gain just as much life as we can do each turn at the moment. But we did get rid of Vigor Spore Worm, which would have taken over the game if we didn't do it right away. That is such a good card in Limited. It's just put one, is it onto the battlefield? Yeah. Oh man, all right, that's really good. We really need to find some of our bombs or something good here. I think we would double block here if we need to. We're basically in chump block mode for the hatchery for a while, and giving them any other thing to have against us is bad. And just gain life here. Prey Pawn isn't good for us here at all. Alright, pass the turn. Spinal Centipede. Dude, that's so gross. It's awful to look at. Oh man. Yep, gains life now. Honestly, I think just giving stuff menace and swinging in would be better here. Yep, chump here. Pack's favor, huh? All right, we still have a chump blocker over here, so Pack's favor here. One. Prey upon here. This just gives us more turns. We couldn't actually kill the hatchery with this Pax Prey upon. We gain a lot of life. I can actually swing in through the air here. They want to trade off, so they can trade off with the beetle, which is fine. We're mostly just trying to gain life. Give us more turns. We just swing in through the air. Down to 8, pass the turn. We take 8 though. And we don't have a fast enough clock to kill them at the moment. Although if we keep finding blockers, then we could be in okay shape. Mausoleum Secrets goes digging for whatever they want, which is really good. That is an interesting tutor card. I feel like it could be good. Except that, I mean, it is really good. If they find another Izoni, if they're trying to find stuff like that, it's pretty powerful. Deadweight, okay, has removal. I mean, and it is good if you're like needing to find Ritual of Sud or a removal thing. Hey, A-Word, welcome. How you doing today? We are getting our butts kicked right now in this game. All right, so we can make a 7/7, which they put a deadweight on. But then it's a blocker for the hatchery. Oh no, we can't make a 7. We can make a 5/5. So swing in for 2. Create a blocker for the centipede. I feel like they still need to deadweight the scout here. Yeah, we still have a way of winning this game, but I don't think we're favored at the moment. They have 3 cards. We're top decking. Bigger Spore Worm is bad. That might mean we just have to... If they put on the centipede... I think it's better to put it on the centipede, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know about this, guys. You know, if we find Candlelight Vigil here, we get him down to 1, actually. And they have the deadweight. Yeah, I mean, we're going to see what we had on the top of our deck, but I think this game is just over. They drew their bombs. We did not. There's a really good card on top, too. We would have loved to have had that before. All right. Good game, opponent. Good game. Oh, that was rough. That was rough. All right, 2-2. Let's see how we do. All right, up against green gold. Bring it on. And playing our Selesnya deck. Have a good turn 2. Hopefully get up to patrol. This is a 2/2 as well. We're gonna keep this. Like I said, whenever we have three good lands, we have the... I would prefer to have a better chance of drawing into something good than trying to mulligan into something good. Pax Favor is okay here as well. We could just kind of go beat downy. Blade Instructor is actually really good here as well. So we'll play that. We'll pass the turn. I'm not planning on trading off. Pass the turn. We're going to get a 3-3 for sure on the next turn as long as nothing goes wrong here. Pax Favor is really good. If we find land, we might just get out the patrol. Scout, huh? All right, so let's go to combat. Swing in. We have a response, it looks like. All right, swing in, mentor. We have Pax Favor for anything. Whisper Agent, okay, resolve. Yep, surveils. We're gonna be able to keep one of our creatures if they block, that's totally fine. I'm not sure if Blade Instructor is gonna be better though. I think we keep the Dissident. I mean, being able to have the mentor ability is nice. Being able to have just a straight up 3-3 though is really good. Like a lot of things can't kill it. So Pax Favor. Oh, this is kind of an interesting choice. Let's go with the Dissident. All right, pass the turn. We got rid of 2 creatures. We still have 1. It's a pretty good trade-off. And we got a counter onto one of our creatures. Price of Fame, right? Now it's dead. Now we got rid of removal from their hand. Look at the upside, right? All right, we're looking for land here for patrol, I think. Or Cavalier in the future. All right, so Skyline Scout, pass the turn. This citywide bust actually could come in pretty handy here soon. They're getting to the point where they're going to be playing bigger creatures. Yeah, with the Guild Mage's form. So we're looking for white mana, I think, here. Assassin. All able to block him, have to. That's frustrating. We can give this guy... he does have first strike, so that works. We'll swing in, try to kill it before we play anything else. Alright, now bring out a first striker. And pass the turn. If they have a pump spell, it's still pretty annoying. Bigger Spore Worm. Oh, crap. Nice. Yep, we have to block. Alright, what's the plan here? I guess we play the Centaur Peacemaker. We just have to... Or we just block with the Skyline Scout. I feel like they don't have to swing in if we don't bring something else in here, but this means that we would lose 2 creatures. We're hoping to just kill this with the citywide bust. This gives us some life gain. They don't have to swing in with this if we don't play a creature. So if we play a creature, I feel like they get enough value that they're going to swing in. So we just pass the turn. And hope for white mana for citywide bust. And I think at that point, if we can get rid of the Vigor Spore Worm, we get rid of a big creature, and we have a lot of power in hand that we can come back from this. Yep, swings in. Holds it back. That's very interesting. I mean, we can also just play a Cavalier, which if it dies, we get value anyway. So yeah, I would absolutely swing in here, especially because I haven't been playing lands. There's a good chance I'm just dead. So, yep, swings in. We have to block. Have to block. Gets to kill both of them. Down to 18. Demotion is not great. All right, pass the turn. We have 3 turns. All right, this is looking bad, guys. I feel like we have a lot of good things in our hand here, too. If they play another big creature, we're in good shape. We play the Cavalier here and save Citywide Bust. No, I think we just Citywide Bust while we get most value out of it. Pass the turn. All right, we can come back from this game now. All right, it would normally fight something there. Cavalier is pretty good. Do we want to get down Doom Whisper or Beast Whisperer first, though, to start drawing cards? If they have another Vigor Spore Worm, we're in lots of trouble. All right, I'm going to go for Beast Whisperer. This is a little bit greedy at this point, but I think we can be okay. So no blocks. Down to 8. They have removal here. Eeh. All right. Seven 5, huh? With doesn't have trample. All right, Conclave Cavalier. Planes. Pass the turn. If they swing in with both, we will kill the Indrik. Man, this opponent just has all of the bombs. This is bad. All right. I think that we actually need to take the 7 here. This makes Colossus big enough to block and kill it. And just hope they don't have any pump spell or any way to just kill us, like do 1 point of damage here. We do have a few ways to gain life in the deck, not many. In fact, we've already used one of them, one of the main ways. And it's a 7/7. Oh, all right. How much mana do we have? We can create a 4/4 here. So Rosemane Centaur lets us just double block and kill here. We have a chump blocker, but then we really don't have an answer for this. So if we go World Colossus, tapping down 1 creature, maybe the Beast Whisperer, then we have a 5/5. They can kill here. We can chump here. If we get him to a 6/6, we can't quite do that, can we? All right, let's just go for a 5/5. We can double block here now, and then we would have a chance of... So yeah, no attacks. All right, there we go. That's game. Opponent just had everything. Yeah. Oh man, that's frustrating. Yep, no blocks. Ooh. So in hindsight, should have held on to the citywide bus for a couple more turns. But yeah, the odds of them being able to do that though, that's pretty good. All right, so claim prize. I think that I have everything from Guilds of Ravnica. Let me see. I think they are giving you any card that you don't have, so it looks like we have everything. Any wild cards? No wild cards.